Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So this is the final week of the Thorns of Devotion season. We're going to be going through the Supreme Arena defenses I managed to come up with for this week. Let's go ahead and begin with the free-to-play team number 1. So team number 1 is going to be the Iron Almas combo with Snowstormer to take an enemy Lily May interruption. We have Tossy Lily May in the back to be buffed up by Ravion and the Divine Favor spell, and they are going to be our kill potential. Now, if you don't have Tossy or you don't want to use her, you can also use Pharaoh more in this comp, in which case I would move the heroes around a bit. You just want to make sure that your Pharaoh and Lily May are getting the Ravion and Divine Favor buffs, and you could try a team like this, which should also work pretty well. Let's move on to the team number 2. So team number 2 is going to be the Shimira Graveborn squad, but it is a free-to-play version because it doesn't have Callan. Callan is going to be great for this team if you have him to Supreme Plus, but if you don't, then you can run a team like this. So what we have here is we have Shimira and Nero on the Stellar Bond. Nero will take an enemy Lily May interruption. We have Twins buffing them all up. We have the Grim Executioner buffing up Nero, and Damon buffing up Shimira. And in the back, we have the Ludovic healing up the Twins as well as Nero. And the Pack Bond spell is going to add additional survivability for the team. This Frozen Respite map effect is also going to improve the survivability by preventing 2 allies from dying on their first blows. And Shmir is really good in a map effect like this because she can keep breaking through and repeatedly killing the enemy team even after you do trigger this. So this is going to be a great team for team number 2. Okay, now team number 3 is going to be the Galahad Lightbearer combo. If you have Marcel built, then you can run Marcel rather than Galahad, and it will be even more powerful. However, Galahad for most people is the hero you have built. She's also, because she's good in Dream Realm, you're probably going to have her high invested, and then you can run Galahad, and she's going to be great here as well in this comp. We have Seismic Spell because we're a fully ranged comp, meaning we're going to get the full value from Seismic Spell. It also gives us range defense, and we're going to have maximal buffs onto Gala. We have Siren to block the enemy artifact, and we also have Bonnie. Just because she's a solid hero, a lot of people have invested into her, and we can make use of her in this comp and to debuff the enemies and then spread it with Gala's magical damage. So that is what we have for the free-to-play set. Let's move on to the mid-level. For the mid-level of teams, team number 1 is going to be the Theodore Shakir combo with the Snowstormer to take an enemy Lily May interruption. This is going to allow Shakir to instantly cast his ultimate and begin working down the enemy team. Tossy will then jump into the combat and also get the buffs from the Lupine Aura of Shakir. And we have Ravion on this buff tile to give him some bonus stats. And overall, we do have Lily May also in the back with Divine Favor spell with the Ravion buffs. And this is overall going to be a very strong, great comp you can run. However, if you want to use Perseus, if you have Perseus belt, he's going to be better than Tossy in this comp. And you can actually even move him up 1 tile. He'll still be receiving those backline buffs, and he's going to enter the battle more quickly and also receive the buffs from Shakir on top of himself. And Perseus can really run down enemy teams. So Perseus is going to be a great option. Or if you want to use the Pheromore comp, definitely Pheromore will also be a great option here, buffing up Lily May and also getting the Divine Favor buff. He will then get the buff benefit of the Shakira Lupine's aura as well. And you can do really well. You need to have Theodore at plus 10 exclusive equipment and also Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment for this comp. So team number 2 is going to be the Callan comp. This is going to be far better than the free-to-play version because Callan provides that additional survivability. And at the beginning of the battle, he's going to be defending everyone with his shield because they're all within 2 tiles. You're going to have Ludovic also on this Stellar Bond here. He's going to be healing up 4 allies right from the beginning of the battle. You have Damon buffing up Shmira, and you have the Grim Executioner buffing up Ludovic, and Twins also buffing up Shmira and Ludovic with the Pack Bond spell. This is like the perfect example of a turtle Shmira comp. You take the enemy's damage and then you bounce back with Shmira's ultimate and clean up the enemy team, and she's going to be really effective on this map. So overall, really good team you can run. If you have Callan Supreme Plus, you just need him Supreme Plus skill upgrade. That's all you need, and he's going to do really well for your team. And team number 3 is the same as a free-to-play lineup, but again, if you have Marcel built, you can use Marcel rather than Galahad. However, like if your Galahad is higher Paragon upgraded, higher exclusive equipment, probably it would just be better for you to run Galahad because they both do kind of the same job in this team comp. And that is basically we have for the mid team. So before we move on to the pay-to-win teams, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please consider using my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thank you all so much for your support. Okay guys, now we have the pay to win team formation. We are going to be running Alna to be protecting Marcel. This is a core strategy which is really effective for this comp and also giving her unaffected at the beginning of the battle. We have the Tessio Phantomal buffing up Marcel. We have Hugin buffing Marcel. Then we also have Siren in the back to block the enemy artifact. And we have Zany here just as another light bearer hero to complete the faction and to provide some front line with our turrets, basically just to distract the opponent for long enough for Marcel eventually to be nuking the entire enemy team. And the other thing is we have Seismic Spell, and you might be thinking, oh, well, isn't that only good if you have ranged heroes? Because if you have melee heroes running into the front line, he may not be the best. However, if the enemy has any heroes on these tiles, Alna is going to run towards them and actually not enter the enemy's battlefield. And if they have enemies on maybe these tiles, they're also going to be running up and Alna will meet them, hopefully still on our side of the battlefield, and we can get the full value of Seismic Spell. That's basically the plan with this team comp. And yeah, really effective with Alna. You can use Mahira rather than Alna. Okay, team number 2 is going to be the Saida Athalia Dunlinger squad, which is very effective with the Starblast spell. And this map effect is going to make it even more difficult to eliminate this team. Of course, the enemy could try running a Cryanaya. However, it isn't going to be a guaranteed win because Athalia is going to be hitting hard right from the beginning of the battle, especially with Starblast spell. And then you have Aliceth further buffing up the Igor with the wings, and Saida is going to be able to cast her ultimates. So that is the Dunlinger Saida Athalia squad. You do not need to run Aliceth and Igor. You can run different heroes here, like even Ravion, Lily May, Damon. There are a bunch of different options, but basically the core is Dunlinger Saida Athalia. Moving on to team 3, this is going to be the pay to win Shmira Turtle comp, because we have Kulu involved now. Now, Kulu has a lot of advantages. Number 1, giving the range defense buff for a whole allied team. Number 2, it is going to wall off the enemy team, so melee comps are going to find it very difficult to actually penetrate here. And then even if they do get through, it's really only the Grim Executioner Phantomal, which is going to be tanking all the damage. Kalin is going to be protecting everyone, Ludovic for the healing, and overall this should be a very effective team with the Pack 1 spell for that survival. So hopefully these teams are going to work out well for you guys on your final week of Thorns of Devotion season, and we will be moving on to the new season on around Friday actually. So there's only going to be a few days actually of running these teams. So let me know if there's any other teams you would like to share. Feel free to leave that in the comment section. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, you can just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.